Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and in today's video we're going to be learning the hardpoint map rotations for Aniyah Incursion. So this is a little drill that I do and I've done for all of the maps that are in the hardpoint game mode, which is a highly recommended game mode, especially for if you struggle with shooting people like myself. Because the beauty of it is, in order to win, all you need to know is the order of the hardpoints, and you can basically get loads of points and a big advantage for your team because you can always get ahead of the game. So, the drill that we do is we go into a private match, and we go into a local game, and we create a local game. So let's set up the game. So in this case, it's going to be Aniyah Incursion, the small version of Aniyah Palace. The mode is, of course, Hardpoint, and as far as game rules go, I'm just going to whack the time limit up so that we don't run out of time. I'm going to whack the score limit up, and then we're going to go to the zone lifetime. We're going to turn that down to 30 seconds, and we'll do the initial delay to 10 seconds. So what's going to happen is we're going to spawn into the map. And then we're going to spend 2 rotations going around at the same time as the hardpoints, and then for the final 2 we're going to get ahead of the hardpoints, because the idea with this strategy, and in order to win hardpoints, is when you know where the next hardpoint is, obviously you can get to it before the enemy get to it, but quite often in hardpoint, getting to the next hardpoint before the enemy get to the hardpoint is just the start of it. It's also about that if you're in that area of the map where the next hardpoint is going to be, your teammates will start spawning around you. And so that not only means that you can jump on the hardpoint when it pops so that you can get it for your team, but it also means you'll have your teammates around you to defend the hardpoint from the enemies as they come in. So let us jump in, and the other thing I should have said is, when you do this, you don't want any bots. You just want it to be you. So let's dive in. As far as weapons go, I use an M4 with a thermal sight. I equip mines and smoke, and I use shrapnel so that I get 2 of everything and restock so it comes back in. So here we go, Aniyah Incursion. Interest G, EOD to protect against explosive, restocked, and not amped. I don't know why I've got select. Normally it's shrapnel. So the first hard point is actually in the middle. It's in the palace and it's upstairs. So we've spawned at this end of the map. So here we go. Let's make our way over there. So there's loads of ways up to the first one. So here we go. So as you can see, so this is the first hard point. Lots of great places to defend on this hard point, but there's also lots of ways in. You know, you've got that hole there, you've got that hole there, you've got these here, but you know, you could tuck yourself in the corner, get ready for the enemies, and then just watch the mini. Now the next one is at the statue, which is that way, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So although it's called statue, it's actually this little room here, which again is pretty good, because you know, you could tuck yourself in a corner, you know, if you pop a smoke, so you can see the smoke. Now the next one is at the pool house, which is in that direction. So it's going to change. Start running now. Actually, normally you have a minute in hardpoint to get to the next before it changes, but I've just changed it to 30 seconds. Oh, I find it a bit challenging to get there in time. Here we go. And it's upstairs. And there we go. And our next one is in the barracks, which is on the other side of the map over there. So we're going to start running now. So the way that scoring works in Hardpoint is, as long as you have a team member on the Hardpoint, you start earning points. Doesn't matter how many members of you've got on it. So Barracks is this tiny little hard point here. Relatively easy to defend with mines or claymores. And then after Barracks we have cargo contained, which is over there, so I'm going to start running now. And then you earn a point for every second that your team controls that hard point. If an enemy comes onto the hard point, it becomes contested and nobody gets any points, and then if you kill them, you then start earning points again. Right, so this one at containers is pretty cool. Now the next one is going to be in the palace again, but it's in the western side of the palace, which is this side that where we are now. There we go. So it's going to be there. Here we go. Again, nice big hard point. Lots of places for you to just tuck down. Very difficult to defend with mines or claymores. And now the next hard point is the palace, but it's at the eastern end, which is the other end of the palace to where we are. So it's up. We'll have to go probably. We'll go this way probably. Very unusual to be hard points so close together. Now this one really is a kill zone. Look at this. There's no cover in the middle. You just really have to rely on smoke. Now the next one is we're back to the beginning. So we're back to palace, but upstairs. So let's think about moving. So it's kind of up there. Again, there's a few different ways to get up there. You'll find the best way yourself. I'm going to go up this way. Going to go around here. There we go. So again, another place where you. Now, if you remember rightly, after this one, we're going to the building to the right of the statue, which is up there and down a bit. Stand by to move. Yeah. So if you go in the description of the video down below, you'll find a link to a Google Doc. And in that Google Doc I have all of the hardpoint rotations, or most of them anyway, for the maps. So whenever you're playing in the games of hardpoint, have that document opened up on your laptop or on your PC. It'll give you that little reminder about what's coming next. So in our case, what's coming next is Pool House, which is over there. Now it's a bit of a run, so I'm going to start running now. And honestly, Hardpoint, I think when you play Hardpoint and you don't know the map rotations, it absolutely sucks to play it. It really does. It's horrible. But as soon as you know the map rotations, oh, it can be so much fun. One of my favourite things is putting the mines down and just getting lots of kills with mines. So after the Pool House, it's Barracks, which is on the other side of the map. So I'm going to start running now. I think. And only one bed in here. And now remember as well, is if you're in a situation where you simply cannot win a hard point, just give it up and get set up for the next one. So for this one, after Barracks, we're over to cargo containers. So my strategy is to get ahead of the game, capture the hard point, and remember normally a hard point lasts a whole minute, and then with about 20 seconds to go, so somewhere between 30 and 20 seconds to go, depending on the map, that's when I leave and I start legging it towards the next hard point. At that point, it doesn't really matter if you get die or if you get shot or if the enemies capture the old hard point. It's all about getting set up, getting ready to capture the next hard point, so you get all those points. And another really cool thing about hard points is that you can be 100 points behind. You could be struggling because they seem to be capturing all of the hard points. So it's Palace West first, which is over next, which is down there. Then you can pull back these massive deficits. Here we go, into this one. Now remember, the next one after this is Palace East, which is at the other end, downstairs. And you can have these incredibly close games, because when you're playing domination, often you reach a point where you just can't catch up. Just can't catch up. But with hardpoint, if you can keep capturing the hard points and denying the enemy having it, you could be 150 points down and you can still come back. And as I say, you end up with these incredibly close games. Here we go. So we're going to be back to the beginning in a second, and it can be literally be 250 points to 249. Now we're going to the final one now, or we're going back to the beginning. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be getting ahead of the game. So we know the next one is Palace in the centre. So let's get up there first. Let's see if we can. And then after this one, it's the statue, isn't it? To the right of the statue, which is down there. So we'll wait for it to pop. Right, and let's get ahead of the game now. So the next one is down here. And trust me, if you run this... So we're going to be coming in. If you run this drill once, and then just keep a note of when the next... of the hardpoints, you know, on your laptop or your computer, a hardpoint becomes a joy. It really does. And you know, your win ratio will go up, your KD ratio will go up as well, because you start to get used to where people are going, because people run. Right, so that's gone in. So our next one is pool house, because people, when they're running towards hardpoints trying to capture them, they tend to be a bit blind, and they get a little bit blasé, and you can just shoot people as they're trying to get on them. So this is pool house, so we're going to go up here. Right, so now after pool house, it's barracks, which is over there, so wait for this one to pop. There we go. Now let's get ahead of the game. So this is what I would be doing, you know, with between 30 and 20 seconds to go. Great looking game, isn't it? Can you imagine you put one mine there and one mine there, you'd be set, wouldn't you? So after the pool house, it's round to containers. Let's get round to the containers. Let's get ahead. You know, you could get up here and you could be lying down. You could get over here. You're covering this. Loads of really good places. So after this, it's now Palace West. Just through here.
Stand by to move.
And then it's Palace East afterwards.
Next hardpoint, go. The hardpoint is ours.
See, the beauty of the smoke grenade is that you can pop a smoke grenade, and if you've got the thermal sight, you can still see through it to take out enemies. It's very good, as long as they're not running cold-blooded. So after Palace East, we go upstairs and we're back to the beginning. So wait for this one to pop. Okay. So let's get upstairs to Palace Mid, and we're going to start our final rotation now. I would probably plonk myself here, ready to defend. So remember, as soon as this one pops, we're going to be getting ahead of the game, and we're going to be going to statue, which is down that way. There it goes.
Location under our control.
Again, difficult hill to break. You'll find often hardpoints are called hills. Lots of places to defend. You know, a couple of mines down. Trophy system in the middle. Don't know if I've got dead silent script for some reason. Trophy system is essential for hardpoint. So after here, it's over to the pool house. This is quite a long run, this one. Obviously, normally you've got a minute between the hardpoint changes every minute. But in this case, I'm just running at 30 seconds for the drill. And we know that after the pool house, it's round to the barracks. Can we get on top of there?
Stand by to move.
My mind's still there. What? That'll disappear now. Yep. Look. So after the barracks, it's round to containers. We're going to go around the other way though. We're going to go around this way to containers. Let's go.
Get to the next one. We control the hard point.
Dead silence could be useful on Hardpoint, but I would probably lean towards having a trophy system.
Get ready.
Because, you know, when you're defending a hardpoint, people are throwing grenades in, smoke grenades, RPGs, even cruise missiles come zooming down, and the trophy system will defend you. So after this one, it's Palace West, which is over there.
Go. Get to the next one. Location under our control.
I don't know how high you can get up here, can you? So after Palace West, we've got Palace East, and that will be the end of our hardpoint rotations for Aniyah Incursion. So it's about to pop. There we go. So let's go to the next one. Again, it's all about getting ahead of the game, and don't, you know, throw yourself needlessly kills, which means you're feeding them kill streaks. Go on to the next one, get set up, get your teammates spawning around you, and then kind of reset and start again. Right, so after this one, when this one pops, we'll head upstairs. And there we go, we've done our 4 rotations of Aniyah Incursion. So just to kind of recap, it starts off here at the palace upstairs, it goes down to the statue, which is, well, it's just to the right of the statue. Then it goes to the pool house over there. Then it goes to the what do they call it? They call it to the barracks over there. Comes back round to the containers over there. Goes downstairs in the Palace West, downstairs in the Palace East, then back here. So there we go. But again, I'll put that link to the document, and I'll put the hardpoint rotations in the description down below. And if you found the video useful, please hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.